harvest.
Welcome, Africa. This is Imane Nouad with the latest news from across the continent and the world. President Abdelmajid Tebboune led and is observing a graduation ceremony at the Shershan Military Academy. He paid a tribute to the late President Houari Boumediene, laying a wreath and reciting a prayer at the commemorative site, whereas the ceremony continues with Algerian National Army divisions showcasing skills in different martial arts in a diverse show. Peace talks have kicked off in Qatar between the Democratic Republic of Congo and the M23. These negotiations aim to expand the June peace agreement between Kinshasa and Kigali, addressing the unresolved issues raised recently by M23. On July 9th, the presidents of Senegal, Liberia, Mauritania, Guinea-Bissau and Gabon were received by US President Donald Trump at the White House. Talks focused on boosting trade, investment and security, with Washington aiming to curb growing Chinese and Russian influence in Africa. Following the summit, the United States announces that the 5 African nations would be exempt from upcoming tariff hikes. Traditional aid will shift towards productive investment, especially in sectors like rare earths, oil and uranium. In return, Washington seeks more cooperation on accepting expelled migrants, a sensitive issue discussed behind closed doors. On the same topic, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa officially opposes the US decision to impose 30% tariffs on South African imports next month. Despite the disagreement, Ramaphosa affirmed that trade negotiations with the US are ongoing. Over 20 candidates declared their intention to run in Cameroon's upcoming presidential elections. The list includes major opposition leaders as well as emerging figures from civil society. 8 civilians were killed in western Sudan's El Fasher following a drone strike by the Rapid Support Forces on a refugee camp. Local resistance groups report that the city endured continuous shelling throughout the day. Sudan's Ministry of Health reports a sharp rise in cholera, dengue fever, and measles cases across several regions. The spread is worsened by severe shortages in essential medicine and medical supplies. One person died and 13 others were injured in a land-related clash between 2 villages in southern Chad's Long Oriental province, according to local media. The head of Algeria's civil society, Ibtissam Hamlawi, honored Sahrawi women as a symbol of national memory and resistance, affirming their role in the ongoing struggle for self-determination. A Moroccan human rights group condemns intensified repression targeting critics of the monarchy. The report alleges growing attempts to silence dissent and intimidate citizens. A U.S. drought monitoring report warns that Morocco faces severe water scarcity by 2050. The report blames export-oriented agricultural policies and prolonged drought conditions. Algerian Prime Minister Nader Al-Arbawi inaugurated Algeria's National Day at Expo 2025 Osaka in Japan. He highlighted reform led by President Tebboune, praising their impact on improving Algeria's investment climate. Algeria Sonalgas signed an agreement with West African electricity bodies in Benin, focusing on power production and the transport. This reforms part of efforts to boost energy partnerships within the ECOWAS region. Algeria, along with Nigeria, Libya, Gabon, Congo, and Equatorial Guinea, are taking part in the 9th OPEC International Seminar in Vienna. Algeria reaffirms its commitment to global energy dialogue, fair transition, and ensuring energy security for developing nations. Concluding this harvest with the sport news, as Algeria's women national team will face Tunisia tonight in a highly anticipated Maghreb derby. Yesterday, Zambia beat Senegal 3-0 to top Group A in the ongoing regional tournament. And that sums up today's harvest. Thank you for your attention. Don't go too far and join Siham Bougazi at 6:45 p.m. on the French main news. Keep enjoying today's programs with Ifriqiya FM, the voice of Africa.